Daniel from the latest season of Perfect Match, who was originally from Dated and Related, is scary. In the past couple episodes, he's been exhibiting multiple controlling and abusive behavior towards his partner, Lucy, who quite frankly needs to dump him and run for the hills. First instance that we saw was basically they had a challenge where they had to kiss and rate each other all blindfolded. Of course, challenges like this are meant to cause drama, especially when people don't quote unquote guess their partners correctly or score their partners highly. And that's basically what happened with Lucy and Daniel. Now, Lucy didn't score Daniel low, but she didn't give him the highest score. She gave somebody else, Ollie, the highest score because she said that she thought that it was him. And he takes it very personally because in his head he just cannot fathom that she could confuse him for Ollie, namely because Ollie has a beard and he doesn't. He has like stubble. And although I can understand him being upset about this, him holding it against her and now beginning to villainize her because of it, for me was very strange and concerning. It very well could have been an honest mistake. We're just seeing an edited version of this kissing challenge. We don't know how long the kissing challenge went for. They're blindfolded. I don't know if they have earmuffs as well. I can't remember. But if they're blindfolded and have earmuffs, you know, this is can be a very sensory, overwhelming experience. Because I'm very sure if they didn't get the kiss that the camera crew wanted, they probably made them kiss again. So who knows how many times she had to kiss each and every boy there. Maybe she got her answers mixed up. Maybe she meant to say his name and got confused. There are all these factors that could be involved. But ultimately, it's a kissing challenge. They're blindfolded. I feel like it's not like she put her hands down anyone's pants. So for him to be bothered about it, for me, I don't think, him to be upset about it, okay, but him to now try and villainize her, for me, was strange. And when it comes down to it, he basically reveals that he feels embarrassed. But embarrassed for who? For himself or in front of the other boys? Because that's what it's giving. It's giving very much he's embarrassed in front of the other boys that his girl couldn't guess him correctly. And he kept going on about like, how can you not know it's me? Like, you know me. You guys have known each other a few days in the grand scheme of things. So for me, it was just very weird, this you know me. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. And then when they were talking about it, he was like, oh, he was obviously giving her the cold shoulder, and she was basically calling it out, like, are you giving me the cold shoulder? And he was basically like, no, I'm not giving you the cold shoulder. Like, you know, there's no problem here. I haven't done anything wrong. And basically positioning it as if she had done something wrong. So now she has to apologize for guessing him wrong after she has been deprived of her senses. And I don't even like how she had to say, like, I didn't do it intentionally. I didn't do anything wrong intentionally. You didn't do anything wrong, period. Ultimately, Lucy starts crying and is clearly upset, and he does apologize. And he says, you know, maybe his approach at addressing the situation was wrong, but he still cares about her. This being a one and done, I can potentially look past, but I still thought it was a red flag. But of course, we have another incident happening. Lucy is talking with a new person that's come in. They're laughing and joking and she's laughing. And he has a problem with it because he feels like she's laughing too loud, as if to make a show of it, as if to rub it in his face that she's talking to another guy. And of course, this is his perception from his paranoid, insecure brain. And of course, who is the root of this? The boys, because the boys are saying like, oh, your girl's laughing a bit loud. So again, he feels embarrassed in front of his boys. And the boys in question are literally the too hot to handle boys, the most unserious, misogynistic men with the lowest of emotional intelligence. This is who he's seeking validation from. So again, Lucy is made to be the bad guy. And this time she sticks up for herself and she's basically like, what are you even on about? Like, I am a loud person, like that's who I am. And he's basically like, well, I don't like it when you're being loud in front of the boys. Like, you know, why are you being so loud? Like, and embarrassing me. This is the second time that you've embarrassed me. How would you like it if I did the same thing? And when he says, this is now the second time that you have embarrassed me, that's when she was like, oh, I see now. I see now. The first one wasn't a one-off incident. This is now a pattern. And the same thing happens again. Lucy goes off crying. He goes to her and apologizes and is like, sorry, my delivery is wrong. I promise I'm not going to do it again. I really care about you. And then he's talking about in the confessional, my mother says that you have to treat a woman nicely and you just got to get through it and do whatever it takes. No, this is the second time for you, Daniel. This is the second strike. And this behavior will continue. Everything will be about Daniel's ego, especially in front of his boys. If you embarrass him in front of his boys, that's akin to a criminal offense. And again, like I said, the boys in question, the too hot to handle boys, who probably share one brain cell between them all. Now, Lucy has already admitted herself that Daniel was not her perfect match, but she says maybe her match doesn't need to be perfect. Girl, do not romanticize this. I hope, last season, every single couple broke up, and I'm hoping then that's the case, at least for Lucy and Daniel. I mean, realistically, they're not going to work out. He lives in America, she lives in the UK. I don't think it's going to be like Ollie and AD. But I got to hear from you guys. Do you feel like Daniel's behavior is concerning? Or do you just feel like he's just being protective? Do you feel like Lucy has been disrespectful and disrespected Daniel's honor? I got to hear from you guys. I think it's quite interesting, might I add before I sign off, is that in the next batch of episodes, they have a single mixes where the boys and the girls are separated and new people are coming in of the opposite gender. And Daniel's talking about it's a free hall pass. Interesting, we'll see. But yeah, let me know your thoughts.